Roger Stone is not going to be able to join us. He is dealing with some emergency litigation stuff right now. You know, they're trying to destroy his life. Go ahead and bring that coffee in here. They're trying to destroy his life right now with this fake Russian collusion bullcrap. So that's the bad news. But the good news is that means we do have some more time here to take some of your phone calls, which I'm going to get right into with Jewel calling in from Ohio. Wants to talk about a personal story from the vaccines and her daughter. Go ahead, Jewel.
Hi, Owen. Thanks for taking my call. So it's actually my son. I had him when I was 21. I was a young, new mom. My mom's a nurse, aunt's a nurse. Everybody in my family, they just, they said you get vaccines. So I'd already kind of decided that I didn't want to vaccinate him, and I thought I would be given a choice. But, he was born in the hospital, and they take him away for that newborn exam. When they brought him back into the room, there was that little yellow shot card. They'd given him the Hep B, no informed consent. They didn't tell me about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to cut you off. This is just breaking my heart. You're telling me they I assume they do this to everyone. They take your child for the normal newborn exam and they give them the vaccine during that without even asking you? Is that what you're telling me?
Without even asking my husband or me.
Is that normal practice? I'm sorry. That's illegal.
It was horrifying, and within 24 hours, he had severe encephalitis. He was swollen all over. His brain swelled. He almost died. For 15 months, he could not keep food down. They said, it's failure to thrive, but his gut was destroyed. By the grace of God, he's here, but he's autistic, and he didn't speak till he was 5, and he'll be 14 in about 6 weeks, and he's come a long way. He's smart as a whip, but the person that he was supposed to be was stolen from him, and it's heartbreaking as a parent to deal with that, and my other 3 children, they're all vaccine free and they're completely fine. And
wow.
So
wow.
It's just, we did do DNA later, and we found out he has the MTHFR mutation, which is a contradiction to vaccination, but they don't even test for it. They just give these tiny he's a 7-pound baby, and they just do that.
And like you said,
So
they didn't know that before they vaccinated your child. They didn't give you the informed consent. Thank you for calling and sharing the story. I can hear the emotion in your voice, Jewel. But let me ask you a question though. Did you ever report this to the CDC or the vaccine courts? Did this go unreported?
It was 2. We did actually report it to VAERS. Actually, I'm in Northeast Ohio, so I am very near Dr. Sherry Tenpenny's clinic. And I was able to take him there to see one of the pediatricians in her practice. And he's the one that helped me report it to VAERS. And then we did discover that the lot of hepatitis A vaccine was considered what they call a hot lot, which means that many, many children were affected by this adversely.
Oh.
And luckily, my son didn't die. A lot of the children that had this lot of the hepatitis A vaccine were killed.
Oh, my gosh. And then, even luckier for you, you had Dr. Tenpenny available for you. I mean, who knows where it could have gone.
Right. If we hadn't have gone to her practice and been able to get the information to get my son detoxed, I don't know if he ever would have, he's high functioning now. I don't know if he ever would have been verbal or anything.
Well, it's in fact, some of the riders were showing me, if you go look at the MMA fighter's Facebook page, the one who had his son die from a vaccine, his name is Nick Kaden, or Katoni, I'm not sure, but if you go to his Facebook page on his post, where he talks about the dangers of vaccine, how he lost his kid, there's just, first of all, there's, I think, like 1,000 responses, and there's dozens, if not hundreds of people sharing their own personal stories, much like yours, Jewel. So thank you so much for having the courage to share your story today and for calling in. And, I just hope, again, it's all about choice for me. It's all about choice. And Jewel deserved the choice, in fact, had the right to choose whether or not her daughter got vaccinated. And she was denied that choice. That is wrong. The global